What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here, checking in. And I don't know, it feels like still much of the same, I think 2026 is going to be a wrap. We got inflation to deal with, high prices, and I don't know how we're going to be able to do the TCGs, the crypto, the cars, and all we want to do, and still pay our bills, Something's got to give. Looks like it's going to be that stuff. But I managed to make it out here to my spot. It's pretty nice. I hear something over here. I think it's a deer. Saw two deer the other day out here when I was walking. Hear them walking over here. That are homeless, Prefer the deer, to be honest. But yeah, I've been hopping around the job market trying to find the right spot, but it just seems that like you just got to get what you're gonna get, There's not a lot of time to be picky, or you're gonna be waiting for a long time to get the job you want. Some places I've done just a bunch of interviews. I'd say, maybe 20 interviews. I've put in maybe 100 applications, and I do get callbacks and stuff. But yeah, I'm working as a cook right now for the first time, and it's all right. It's different, but I feel like a lot of the companies, they want you to hit the ground running. They don't got not the companies, but the people in charge. They just they don't got a lot of patience to train people, and they want everything done the first time, right? I really just think it's part of the food costs. Food costs are too expensive. If they're expensive for us to eat on a personal level, they're expensive for the restaurants. I mean, you got to figure they only have so much pricing power, and these contracts that they have, and they got rent and electricity for whichever venues they're at. And it just seems like the prices are pretty stiff. A lot of people go eat where I'm at, but it's a nicer area. But it just seems that like, what I get paid for, it's not enough for me to be eating at those locations. I just think that wages are going up, but they're not keeping up with the price of everything else. If food goes up, your gas goes up, your insurance goes up. Like my wages have not gone up in proportion to all those things going up, So, and I just feel like a lot of people are under a lot of pressure, and they're not really going to say anything, It's kind of like a poker game. You don't want to show any signs of weakness amongst your peers at work, You want to keep on thinking that everything's cherry when things aren't as good as people would like them to be. So when you go out there, just I think right now it's just to keep to yourself and keep your situation to yourself instead of trying to share and stuff, because a lot of people, like, they don't want to hear it. They got their own problems to deal with, and they don't want you sharing yours. Ain't gonna bring you much benefit, if any at all. Well, that's all I got for today. It's another nice day to touch grass. So if you're feeling feeling the heat, you know, stay out of the kitchen.